Hello everybody, it's me T.U.M, and today I'm going to be showcasing my All Engines Go collection. And it's basically going to be showing everything that I own of All Engines Go, including customs. And it's going to be very fun. And also, I'm going to have a couple other surprises along the way, so let's get started. Alright, so we can start over on this line, which is going to be starting off with Thomas, which he's your usual Thomas. Let me get him real quick. Take him off of Annie and Clarabelle. So this is just your usual Thomas. He is actually brand new. I bought him off of eBay. Straight out of the box. And he definitely looks good. He's nice and shiny. He's accurate to the show. Yeah. I don't know why, but I kind of enjoy him a little bit more for the show I'm making. So that's why I transitioned to the All Engines Go art style, or the All Engines Go trains as opposed to the wooden railway. And also he runs pretty well. I mean, I can't really show you right now because this is a collection videos, but you'll definitely see how he runs in the show as we see. And here's Annie and Clarabelle. They're just T.U.M. You can see what they look like in the T.U.M video. And then we got a mini Thomas. I'm probably not going to use him that much in Tross, but he's cool. I like him. And then next we have a surprise Thomas, pretty much the same as the other Thomas, but with a surprised face. I got him with a playset that I ordered off of eBay. Next is a angry Thomas that I custom painted. I gave him a new face. Pretty much the same around. Here is a farm Thomas. I mainly got the farm set because they all had different faces, and it would be really cool to get an entire lot of these characters. And I do like the expression they gave him. It's giving off that little annoyed vibe from like the Ghost Train video I did. That's why I got him in the first place. And here's a brand spanking new custom. This was another Thomas Mini, and I custom made him into a Railway Series Thomas. I mean, I know the paint isn't really accurate, but I like to think that it is. And his face, the bigger eye is kind of weird, but all in all, he still looks pretty good. And then I guess that's all the push-along Thomases I have. Next is Edward. I can move these guys out of the way. Edward, he actually looks really nice. I like him. He's definitely captures the older look that they were going for in the model series. So I do like that they at least made him look like an old man based on his original portrayal. He looks very nice, even though he barely appears in All Engines Go, which is sad. I wish they went back to making him a main character. Next is Henry, which is just a slight difference from Gordon. I always wondered that. Like, his entire body, except for this little tank part here and this part. The rest, and also the color, but the rest is literally just Gordon. The face is Gordon, aside from his eyes being green. But I still love him. Obviously, the reason he's like this is most likely because he's also underutilized, just like Edward, even though the two of them are usually paired together in the show. Like, every time we see them, they are together. And then, this is just Proteus. Somebody custom painted him in golden glitter, I guess, to simulate fireflies. I didn't really I'm only have Proteus here is because since he's an older train, like based in the series, I basically made him an older train. So he's wooden. Well, mainly wooden. So he's still going to be the ghost train, the main ghost train. He is going to appear somewhere in the first season, so watch out. He's going to be really cool and really scary. Light up. Booga booga. And it's blurry. Great. But anyways, yeah. That's Proteus. Next is Winston and Sir Topham Hatt. Now, this guy I picked up at Walmart, I think a week ago. He's definitely a really cool one. He runs really well, and I decided to get him because it's a lot easier to use just a model Topham instead of animating an entire character. Yeah, I kind of threw away the season 12 idea because, I don't know. It kind of feels kind of redundant for the cartoony trains to be having animated faces. So I just decided I might give them buy like 6 sets of each train and custom paint them a new face. And then next is Farm Kana, which I got in the farm set. Not much to say. I mean, she's got little farm decals. I never liked the decals on her. I mean, like, is it supposed to be based off of how she's shiny, so it's like showing like the reflection of the barns and stuff? Never got that with her. Yeah, but it's still cool to have a push along Kana. And then these two are literally the exact same. They're just mini Kanas. Not much to say. They're just 2 mini Kanas. I got them with Thomas's. So yeah. That's the end of that line. Next is starting off, we have good old number 4, Gordon. He's honestly kind of the same thing going on with Edward. Like, they've got the same color palette, they've got the same size. The only difference is that the boiler stripes are, well, actually, the boiler stripes and the whistle are the exact same. Same with the windows. The only differences I can tell from are his wheel humps and obviously him being Gordon, and also these little fins he's got here. That's cool, I guess, and I do like him. He's one of my more fun ones. Then here's a custom painted Gordon. This was originally a muddy Gordon, and he just had a smiling face, but I thought it would be better to give him an angry face, because that's the face he usually wears when he was dirty and in trouble with the mud. So that was cool. Next is James, the Red Rocket. He is one of the few that I bought off eBay. Well, most of them I bought off eBay now, but I do really like him. His color palette is nice. I do like that he has a lot of more differences compared to the others. He actually has his whistle on his cab, which is a good addition. And he... even his smoke box is different. Like, everything about this James is different from the other trains, and that's why I like him a little bit more. And then next is Percy. Also, excuse my language if I say trains, I mean engines. Here's Percy. For the longest time I debated whether or not to get Percy for push along, but I definitely wanted him, especially now. But yeah, he's really nice. Definitely captures a lot of the feel from the show. I love him. I love Percy. Then here's another Percy that's custom painted. This was Farm Percy, but I custom painted him to look like he's covered in lime, so I used him for the Ghost Train video. Definitely a really good Percy. Then here's a mini Percy. He's goofy. He's happy. I got him with a diesel, but I'll show you the diesels later. Alright, and next is... I had to go off screen, that's why I paused. Here's a scared Percy, and the reason I have him is because he's a very unique expression, and he came with a playset that I got. And he's definitely a nice addition. I like him. I'm definitely using him in an episode. You probably know which one, but you're gonna love him. And then next is Toby, another one of my favorites because of how different he is, and also apparently he has accurate wheel configuration, because it's infamous that the wooden railway Toby had 4 wheels instead of the 6 that he actually has on the model. So props on Mattel for fixing that. And then there's a Henrietta from Tomy, you probably already know. And then here is one of my customs, Duck. I used Nia for Duck, which, it could have been better, but hey, I still like Duck. He's cool. He's got his Grand Western Railway, and then his number 8. Yeah, he originally was a darker green, but I painted over that, and now he's got a lighter green, so he's a bit more accurate to his original colors. I am going to get the official Duck when he comes to the US, but for now I am just waiting on it. And now here is Diesel. He is another one of my favorites. I really like Diesel. He's got that smug face. Honestly, though, I don't know. Like, his face is kind of weird, honestly. I think he looks like he's got a giant forehead and then a giant and a long Pinocchio nose. Like, even normal Diesel from, like, the model series didn't have that long a nose. Just a little nitpick. Then next is a farm Diesel with a mad face. I'm definitely using him in an episode. And he's got little pigs on him, and I do like, I'll admit this, the idea of his footplate being grass, and then this little, these little things right here being like a cargo box is actually pretty cool. I like that they actually were creative with the decals on him. Then here's a Diesel that it came with a playlist, or a play set mini, and he's got a little smug face there. He's a bit more, like, cheeky looking. And then another Diesel with a happy expression, another mini. And then here comes another one of my favorite customs, probably one of the best ones I've done, Oliver. Yeah, I used a Thomas for this, so I had 3 Thomas minis, and you can kind of tell because of the blue. And I definitely like this one a lot. There were some things that I did on him. I definitely like the face and the way I did the 11. And also I added a magnet, and you'll find out where I've got that magnet later. But yeah, and so I can hook him up to Toad, the wooden railway Toad, which you've definitely seen before. Next is Emily, number 12. I really like this one. She's nice to hold, although she feels a bit more hollow than the other trains. I don't know why, but... And also, I don't know why her tender is so small. But definitely a good addition. I also love that big wheel. Really good. Really good. And I got Ashima, or is it Ashima? They pronounce it Ashima in the freaking song in the All Engines Go. I remember seeing an ad for it the whole time, but she's cool. I like her. I don't really know how accurate she is because I don't really think much about Ashima. I mean, she was cool in the uh, Great Race, so that was cool. And then my final official push along is Harold the Helicopter, and he's definitely cool. He's got little rotary blades that move. Honestly, at first, I was never really a fan of the new face. I liked it where his face was connected to the rest of the white on him, but I warmed up to it actually. Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I like it. And then here's some. This is a plastic Terrence that I got with the Thomas construction set. He's pretty cool. He's plastic. That's why I said Harold was the last official push along that I have. But Terrence is cool. He's kind of got a big chin on him. He's got a giant chiseled jaw, but I like him. Then here's a custom that I made, Birdie the Bus. So I had an extra birdie lying around, so I basically cut the face off of it and put, oh yeah, because I got two Construction Thomas sets, I had two Terrences, so I took the face off of one of the Terrences and put it on this birdie. And then I colored the windows, and these areas with red, that was from scraping. Oh yeah, and then there's this little area, that's where I got the magnet from on Oliver, is from Birdie. So now it's just a normal bus. Now we're on the home stretch. We've got Farm Thomas, motorized. These are all the motorized ones. So he's got a smug face, and there's a bunch of little farm animals on him. Not much to say, but I do like him. He was the first motorized Thomas that I ever got. Next is normal, or actually this is more of like a speeding Thomas. And speeding Thomas is pretty cool. He's still got his batteries in, as you can see. He runs really well. Well, unless he's on the wood. The wood, he has a hard time running, as most of these guys do. I never really liked these spiked tracks, but yeah. I like this motorized Thomas, and I'm going to be using him a lot. You've probably seen him in like the intro for Tross, but yeah. Next is Construction Thomas. I thought he was pretty cool. Oh yeah, he doesn't work. I took the batteries out of him to make room for another. But I do like Construction Thomas. He kind of feels less like a Construction Thomas and more like a battle scarred or battle damaged Thomas, which I kind of like a bit more to think of. I'll probably do something about that in a later episode or something. Then here is Percy and a mail car. Yeah, definitely Percy is another one of my favorites. I'm using him. I used him a lot in an episode that's coming out for Tross. He has batteries in him, so he also runs really well. And this mail car actually has a package of mail in it that I got from another set, but definitely worth it. I like this one. So I'll put him back. And my final motorized and the final one of this video is Gordon, my only tender engine so far. And well, what else can you say? He's big, he's blue, he runs well. Well, unless he's pulling something like Push Along Thomas, so that's going to be hard when I do a recreation of Thomas and Gordon, but I definitely like this train and engine. I like this engine, and he's definitely a good addition. I might also get Henry later, but we'll have to see. I'll also be getting Donald in the mail. Like, I found a listing on eBay for Donald, so you know I'm definitely going to be getting our Scottish boy. Very soon. Apparently it might take a little while since he's being ported from the UK. And then there's a bunch of rolling stock right there. That's all the rolling stock I got. But that is my entire All Engines Go collection, and I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little longer than the other videos I made because I actually took some time to look at all of these guys, and my phone's about to die, so I guess I'll end this video here. See you guys later when I have an update. Goodbye!